Yeah, looks like we had a catch weight, 195.
You know, Tyson brings a lot of support here. I train with him. He's an ex-collegiate football player. He's a big, strong guy. This will be a fun fight. Nice. And you know, he's fighting somebody from War, and that's a bunch of MMA-savvy guys. This is going to be a fun, tough scrap. You know, it's rare to even get 185ers as amateurs, and to get some, you know, light heavyweights. These guys made a catch weight at 195 who are both in fine shape. This is going to be a great fight.
You're not lying. 185 is a weird. I don't know if it's just here, but that's what I fought all my amateur fights at. And to find opponents even sometimes is very difficult because these guys are either very small or they're just heavyweights.
Yeah, you know, they're also same thing. No 205ers as amateurs. You know,
right.
Even few heavyweights. The most of the big weight classes were heavies, but yeah, 85ers and 205ers. They're few and far between.
That's a rare breed. A lot of 55s, a lot of 45s and 70s, but. Yeah, it's very difficult for these size guys to get in here, which is probably why we've got a catch-weight fight, because there's a good possibility that you had one guy looking for a 185 fight and one guy looking for a 205 fight.
Yeah, I believe Tyson was the 205er, and I'm assuming here, but his opponent was looking to fight at maybe 85. His opponent's pretty big. His opponent's very tall. He's not as thick as Tyson. But this is a fun fight. You know, Tyson coming out of Team Tooks. That's a very strong gym, and he's actually got my striking instructor and Coach Matt Wald working his corner as well. You know, we've allied with the Took guys for close to a decade now, and Tyson comes in regularly to get work. And on the same token, I've been to War a few times to cross-train, and, you know, Mahone, one of the old-school Houston MMA vets, is the head coach there. This is going to be a fun fight.
What would you say? I mean, obviously, athleticism high on the strengths list for Tyson Williams, the guy who played collegiate football. But from a fighting standpoint, what are some of his strengths?
It's funny. We have a joke. He's got a side control takedown. It's a takedown that just gets him into side control. He hits a button and he's on top and side. You know, he's strong. You know, he hits hard. He's got a blue belt under Travis, which says a lot. So, you know, actually, I think his grappling would probably be stronger than his striking. You know, I know Cherry also has some teammates fighting alongside him on this fight card, and that's always fun. It's always good to go into War with the guys willing to fight alongside you, you know. Let's see if that plays a factor here in this fight.
Well, and it's also nice because, you know, the very first fight I ever had, I was training at Took and with Jace Petrie, and I think maybe there were 5 of us on the card that night.
Wow.
And we were all fighting that night, so we were all in fight camp together. So we, you know, for the entire 6-8 weeks, you've got guys going at the same pace, ramping up at the same time, and coming down at the same time. It's a big benefit. Yeah,
it surely softens the blow.
Because it's difficult to be the only guy in the gym that's fighting.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta really outsource, find some training partners. Oh, believe me, I've dealt with that for 10+ years.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are some big guys fighting.
No doubt.
Cherry may not be the 85er. He's tall. He's muscular.
That's a big guy. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for 3 rounds at a catch weight of 195 pounds. Introducing the first competitor fighting out of the blue corner. 76 feet tall, he weighed 195 pounds. Representing Team Took, he holds an amateur record of 1 victory, no defeats. This is Tyson Williams.
There's a Giannis in the corner.
And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the midpoint. Standing 6 feet 4 inches tall, he weighed 196 pounds. Fighting out of the War Training Center tonight, he makes his amateur debut. Introducing Justin Cherry.
6'4". If he is a 185er, naturally, that's pretty crazy. For me, I'm 6'3", and I was always the biggest 185.
Yeah, and this dude got some muscle on him, too.
Yeah, he's pretty well built. Is this a double amateur debut here?
You know, Tyson is 1-0. He won a
1-0.
decision his last fight. He fought a pretty tough guy, too.
I don't like the way Cherry's coming out with his hands down like that.
It's a great way to get punched or kicked right in the face.
Yeah.
Right in the chin. You know, little guys can pull it off because they're fast and they can move. Big guys don't move so fast. Tyson with some quick pressure on the cage. He's got the underhook.
And Cherry almost let him come in like that because the way his hands were, his lower body was closer than his upper body, so it was really easy for
just to get him to take small steps.
For Tyson to get in and take him down.
You know, there's Tyson's patented side control takedown. So that was just an overhook trip that he hit there from the clinch, but just right into a dominant position.
If he can use his legs to isolate that near arm.
So in Tyson's first fight, he hit a quick takedown, got to mount, and nearly got a TKO, but his opponent was crafty and survived. And then I think Tyson understood the pace of a fight is a heavy one.
Uh-oh. This is not a good situation for Cherry. On the back, got the choke. Not quite locked in just yet.
You know, Tyson's got a lot of time to work. Tyson's a big, strong guy.
It's under the chin. Yeah, it's under the chin.
This seems to be a wrap.
That's
and there's the finish.
Wow.
Quick submission victory there for Tyson. Brings him to 2-0 as an amateur.
Very impressive showing. Yeah, we never really got to see what Justin Cherry can do because I got to be honest, I don't like the way he came out in that fight, and I think he's going to have some regrets, like we were talking about earlier. Sometimes little mistakes you can regret later on.
Yeah, you know, unless you're, you know, getting head kicks and big punches with that sort of open, low-handed style, you know, you can do it, but
you know, you see guys like Conor McGregor come in with his hands down, but I mean, you're talking about
a guy who's got 20 career knockouts,
right?
Spectacularly as a 45er, you know. You know, I'd be interested. I'd like to see this Cherry fight again. You know, he's big, he's strong.
Yeah, some good physical gifts, but we just didn't get to see any of them used.
No.
Of course, Tyson Williams has some physical gifts as well. That's a big, strong dude.
That's right. Yeah, I've trained with him quite a bit. He's a big, strong guy.
Not that big and strong works on you.
No, it doesn't.
I've learned that as well. That's our first quick one of the night. As you mentioned earlier, the ladies up next.
Yeah, this will be a fun one. Matt Wald rocking the Death or Victory t-shirt. That's a great mindset to have in the cage. Band called Insafirum had a song about it. They're actually going to be playing tomorrow night. White Oak Music Hall, downtown Houston.
You'll be there?
I'll be there.
Is this Viking metal?
Yeah, it's folk metal. Yeah, Viking metal. They're coming from Helsinki, Finland. I've been waiting 10 years to see these guys. I'm so excited for tomorrow.
Look at you. You're not going with a woman, are you?
No, I'm going with a bunch of dudes.
Yeah, no.
That's what you're going to find at metal shows, bunch of dudes.
Oh, yeah.
Take that to the bank.
You'll find a few women, but they're usually community women for the single guys there.
Yeah. I wouldn't go looking for ladies at a metal show.
No.